Happy All Hallows Eve. You know, it's funny, some people say that around Halloween, people change and they turn into something else. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Welcome to Wicked Gingerbread. We're going to do a quick pumpkin concoction. So make sure that you turn your cauldron to 350 degrees. You're going to need pumpkin. This is a 4-ingredient recipe plus spices. You're going to need just a standard cake mix. I'm using sugar-free. You're going to need the whole cake mix. Now this is a pumpkin concoction, I'm calling it, but it's similar to a dump cake or a crisp. It's a pumpkin crisp. So you're going to need the cake mix. You're going to need a can of pumpkin, eggs or egg whites, and then some sort of sweetener. It could be sugar, syrup, honey, agave. I'm using Truvia brown sugar mix. So the first layer is going to be a bottom crust. So you're going to take the cake mix and you're going to take about 1 cup out of that for the topping and set it aside. And then take the cake mix. Put it in a bowl. 1/2 cup of egg whites. And I'm going to add a little cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon. A little nutmeg. And a little pinch of ginger. And you'll just stir this up. I hope all of you are having a great All Hallows Eve, aka Halloween. Hope you're not getting too scared. Pre-sprayed baking dish. And you're just going to put that mixture, you're going to press it down on the bottom. This is going to act as the crust. Spread it out the best you can. The oil is going to make it a little difficult, but just do your best. I'm sure you will do your best. Hey, my pretties. You now have the base crust for our concoction. Now we're going to work on the pumpkin. Set that aside. Now for the pumpkin layer, we're going to use an entire can, 15 ounce, just regular pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling. Or if you'd like to roast a pumpkin, if you have a nice harvest, feel free to roast the pumpkin. I have used all of my pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns. A little bit of vanilla. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of nutmeg. A little bit of ginger. And to this we're going to add brown sugar that I'm using Truvia. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to add, this is going to turn it into kind of a pumpkin custard. At this point you would add 3 medium-sized eggs. Instead I'm going to add 1/2 cup of egg whites. Oh, and this is where if you have any bat wings ground up, you would want to put those in, or eye of newt. Would taste so good in this recipe. I find that in October, eye of newt is fresh. You just want to give this a nice stir. And then you're going to take your pumpkin, spices, and egg whites, and the sugar, and just spread it. You're going to use this as the crumble, the crust over the pumpkin. And I'm just going to, this is the 1 cup of cake mix that I reserved from the bag. And then I'm going to add just a touch of cinnamon in it. No sugar is needed for these layers with the cake mix because it's already sweet. I see my black cat has joined. I have to show you my black cat. Yes, Salem. Did you want to join in with the recipe? He said to make sure we add extra eye of newt. Anything else, my darling? I'm almost finished with the recipe. And then you want to just simply place the remainder of that cake mix on top. Kind of push it in, make sure it's all even. We're going to bake this for probably around 30 to 40 minutes. You can do the test with your broomstick. If you have a tiny broomstick in the middle, you can stick it in there to make sure the cake is done. So let's put it into our 350-degree cauldron. Hello, my pretties. The pumpkin concoction is all done. It cooked for about 40 minutes, and here's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, and it almost turned out like a cake. There's what it looks like. So I recommend serving this with a really nice vanilla bean. I'm using Halo Top vanilla bean. Now, something else you could do if you want to take it up to another level. You could use any nice quality vanilla bean ice cream, and you could either add a pinch of cinnamon in it, stir it up, make it cinnamon vanilla ice cream, or you could even add pumpkin to it, or both. For now, I'm just going to add a little cinnamon. This is fresh out of the oven, so it's nice and hot. And then I'm going to add a nice scoop of the vanilla ice cream with it. Pumpkin concoction or pumpkin dump cake with a nice vanilla bean. I hope you're having a fantastic Halloween season. Please be safe. And if you go trick-or-treating, please be extra safe. You don't know what creepies and crawlies are out there. See you next time.